Hey, it's your boy CryptoX back with another video. In this video, we're going to do a review on KP3R. I saw this yesterday, and I saw it on Twitter, and someone was talking about it through their feed. I didn't think anything of it, and I think it was through one of the Lunar Crush feeds or something. It popped up on my news feed. If you don't know what your Lunar Crush is, it's like a social signals kind of a thing, tool, a website, and it shows you all the social activity. And it's a way for you to discover new projects, because obviously people will be talking about it, tweeting about it. And this is a subscription service which you can check out. I'm not affiliated with this at all. I just think it's a good tool that might help you spot new projects. So check them out. But this, what they call KP3R, after doing some more research on it, it's a project by Andre Cronje, and you might be familiar with YFI. Well, this is the website here. It's Keep3r Network. I'll put all the links below and all the documentation and all that stuff that I want to talk on the on this video. And it looks very similar. Okay, so let's just get into what it is. Because at the moment, it's $156. It's gone up basically 500%. The last 24 hours. There's a maximum supply of 211,000 tokens, and the circulating supply is 210,000. So everything, the total supply is already out in the market. It's a fully diluted evaluation of 31,348,656. So we're going to try to answer two questions in this video. What is KP3R and how far can it go up? Because if you guys remember YFI started at like $30, and within 45 days it went to 30,000. And I was watching this thing and it was like 10,000. And it was, when it got to 10,000, there was like, I thought there's no way it'll go up any further, yet it went to 30,000. So the question begs, I don't think this is going to go to 30,000 because the supplier is more. Wi-Fi, 30,000 tokens. This one is 200,000 tokens. So if we look at that in respect, this could go to a couple of thousand. If there's enough people that are interested in the project, that buy into it, I think it can easily go to a couple of thousand. It's gone up 500% overnight. I don't think that it has reached its peak at all. And again, this is only very, very new. I believe this is like 24 hours old. So let's just talk about what is this? What is Keep3R? Keep3R Network is a decentralized keeper network for projects that need external devops and for external teams to find keeper jobs. And so a keeper is a term used to refer as an external person or a team that executes a job. This can be as simplistic as calling a transaction or a complex as required as extensive off-chain logic. The scope of Keep3R Network is not to manage these jobs themselves, but to allow contracts to register as jobs for keepers, and keepers to register themselves as available to perform jobs. it is up to the individual keeper to set their DevOps and infrastructure and create their own rules based off what transactions they deem profitable. Okay, so when you set up these jobs, you get paid on the jobs, is what they're saying. And it's quite complex how to set this up, I believe. I've never done it, so I can't tell you. But essentially, you set up, to set up the keeper function, simply add this to the following modifier. So, I mean, to the average newbie, they're not going to know what this is. And these are the jobs, like submit a job via governance, you add liquidity, manage credit, and remove liquidity, adding credit directly. So the jobs will, I guess, that's what you do as a keeper. And I guess that's how you get paid. I'm assuming the maximum amount that can be paid out per call is 1-to-1 gas used, fast gas price. So I imagine that as you become a keeper and you, I guess, do these jobs, that's how you're going to get paid. Okay. So I would say that probably very similar to, I guess, acting as a node, doing very similar jobs, but technically different to set up. KYP governance is, by design, has low overhead. This is not meant to be a protocol intensive. The focus is simply on reviewing and approving jobs, and is, if absolutely required, migrate, dispute, or blacklist keepers. And then it goes on, only bonded keepers may participate in governance. To participate in the governance, keeper must first bond KP3R. Once bonded, they can delegate voting rights and either themselves or another party, managing jobs, managing keepers, and so forth. So I think, looking from this, it looks like it's very similar to running a node, but it's like you take on these jobs and you kind of do the jobs of what a node would do, but they've just called it a keeper, if that makes sense. So it basically encourages you to participate in the network, essentially become a keeper. They've got quite a bit of documentation on GitHub. As you can see, all these were done some 10 days ago. That would have been nice to know about it back then, certainly. Keep3r Network, updated audits. It's not live yet. It is live, but, well, it may not be live. The Keep3r Network will include jobs for flash liquidations, UniQuote price feeds, yearn harvests, and meta wallet batch executions. So these are some of the jobs that you can, I guess, fulfill as a keeper. But essentially, I think that's the understanding of how this is going to work. Then you've got the meta wallet, gasless wallet, and then you've got this UniQuote, which is, I guess, is just a feed from UniSwap. This feed is used by this Keep3r Network instead of an Oracle. Instead of like something like Chainlink pulling the data from Chainlink, it's using this UniQuote feed to make decisions, I guess, based off different, these would be the different pools. It would take these on-chain price feeds from UniSwap and then make decisions based off that with these flash liquidations and how they run this yearn finance harvest and all these sort of things. So they're basically allowing you to become, I guess, part of the network. I guess that is the simplest way I can put it. Again, if I'm not making this clear or something is incorrect about what I'm trying to get across to you guys? Let me know in the comments. But let's look at the bigger picture stuff, because that's what I like to do. Why did Andre Cronje make this Keep3r network? Like, why? We've already got Wi-Fi. Why do we need this? And this is what I think is going on, and this is what he's trying to do. Okay, two things. He's trying to do two things. Number one, he's trying to build a DeFi ecosystem to capture market share, liquidity, and users. And we've seen this happen, in Google, not just online. Here we're talking online, like Google, own YouTube, and hundreds of other companies. Amazon is the same. They own Whole Foods. They own hundreds of companies. Binance, they own CoinMarketCap. They own other exchanges. This is what the business model of these companies when they first start out. They're small, and as they get bigger and bigger, they start to gobble up the competition or buy other companies out. And that's how they secure their market share in their space. Whereas what I think he's trying to do, now that he's got something successful with UN Finance, he's trying to build other assets and capture the market, capture the liquidity, build the users up into his ecosystem of different products. So he's talking about this Meta wallet, and now he's got Keep3r Network, Keep3r Network, and I think he's going to roll out more products. So then people will be in his ecosystem at some point, either in the ecosystem as a keeper working, providing liquidity, using his products. And every time that happens, he takes a small fee out of everything that is that is part of his bigger plan of all these products and platforms that he's trying to build out. And number two, he's trying to make Wi-Fi, which is this is like kind of his first project. He's trying to make Wi-Fi in every one of his DeFi assets more valuable in the long term for growth and stability. Perfect example of this is Binance. Okay, they first built an exchange, then they started doing IEOs, then they started with the DeFi staking. Now they have the Binance Smart Chain, they have BurgerSwap, they have other protocols building on top of their own sidechain. And to use the Binance products, whether it's staking, the Launchpad, exchange, you need to hold BNB or BUSD, and it just makes it more valuable, and it soaks up that supply. And when people want to start using the different products in Binance, they need to buy more Binance, and because there's a limited amount of BNB, the price goes up, the scarcer it gets. It's now $158. It's got a 200,000 supply, and it's only about 24 hours old. You can read the documentation on this. It looks like a Wi-Fi clone. It's got different functions, allows people to become what they call keepers and bond their KP3R. And you can read over the technicals on it, the new products with this Meta wallet, and all the other things that will be coming with it. And I guess my final conclusion is, I think this project's only very young. I think it's still got potential to go up, even though it's gone up 552% in the last 24 hours. I still think it's got a long way to go. And I certainly think, just to keep an eye on it for now, it's only got a 31 million market cap. So, you know, could we double in price? I certainly think we can. Could we triple, 3x or 4x? So in my opinion, I think we can. Whether it will reach that, I don't know. So that's my conclusion on it. You can pick it up. It's only on UniSwap at the moment. The only one that's got volume is UniSwap. You just go to CoinGecko, type in KP3R, scroll down, click on Markets tab, and you better find the link to UniSwap. Let me know your thoughts on it. Is this something that you are going to invest in, or is it something that you're just going to watch for a while? This one here is still under audit. So maybe when the audit comes back, and if it passes the audit, maybe we could see a price increase then. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, comment below, and I'll see you in the next video.